everyone to another edition of Cloaks and Capes, Knights of the Arcanum, our Monday campaign that takes place in the world of Exandria, created by Critical Role. I want to give a thank you out to Reliquary Records for providing all the music for us tonight. And as you notice, things are a little bit different here. Maeve and Roz, on their honeymoon, are sharing a camera, and Kieran, who is not feeling well tonight, is MIA. Now, she may or may not show up later in the episode if she's feeling up to it or not, but if she doesn't, I will be playing your resident Chaos Kieran for the night. Now, last we left our adventurers who are still settling on a name. They had just left Odessalo. They were at the halfway point between Rexentrum and Bisetile, where they are going to investigate, try to foil, not really sure exactly what, but they've been told of an assassination plot, which could herald great change. And so they're going to see exactly what it is that means. As they left the quiet little fishing village of Odessalo to head north through the Pearlbow Wilderness, they camped down for the night, where Kieran, in the middle of the night, had a dream of who they believed to be the assassin, about to share an intimate moment with Mira. In the middle of this watch, while Leo and Maeve were talking, Luster trounced off into the bushes, and as Leo went to see what was going on, found himself eye to eye with an owlbear. And that is where we're going to go ahead and jump in tonight, is with some combat. So if you could all do me a little favor here and roll initiative.
Do I get to say, oh shit, get your weapons out?
If you would like to say, oh shit, get your weapons out, go for it.
Oh shit, get your weapons out! I scream into the night.
Rosalind, sits up at me like, I fucking knew it!
Oh, let me actually get the initiative order up here. Alright, and if you haven't rolled already, click your token and then roll. Otherwise, I'll just put your initiative up in there. Alright.
Yeah.
Owlbears. Ooh, a 12.
I didn't know you could get so low on initiative. 8?
Welcome to my world.
It's because you only have a +2. You gotta work your way up to that +20 Drea had.
Drea also had a bunch of magic items that did that for her as well.
No.
Maeve, what did you get for yours?
I got an 8. It's up there and it's bad.
An 8 as well. Sure enough. Alright, Leo.
15 plus 5, so 20.
20, that rogue
I got one of us going first.
Leaf is already on there. Hermia, a 19. Rosalind, remember you are not in your armor because you were sleeping.
I don't see why that's relevant, but sure.
Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'll tell you what. Because of how not used to this world you are, you probably were sleeping in your armor. So just when you guys complete your long rest, just remind me of that, please.
Oh, great.
Who am I missing? Kieran. Ooh, Kieran with the 18. Luster will go on your turn, Maeve. Did we miss anybody?
No, should I assume that does lightning, or do I need to make a turn to choose an element, because since he's already out? How do you want me to do that?
Because you actually have an action to quote-unquote summon the combat form of your Drake, right?
Yes.
Alright, so since he's technically always out, but he's in little Luster form, you'll have to use your action that would normally be to quote-unquote summon him to basically engage combat mode, where he gets a little bit bigger. You can choose the element.
No, it's they changed it so he's always out and always combat ready. So I think it'd just be whatever he was last summoned.
Okay, then yeah.
He was last fire, I think.
Alright, and unless you were to have thought to have changed him to something else, if he prefers to be in lightning mode and you want him to be in lightning, that's fine.
We'll keep it as the fire from last time. That's probably what I would have. It only is lightning because I had to pick one for the character sheet.
Okay, no problem then.
It's done that way. Don't ask.
Wow, so you don't even have every color of luster already drawn?
No, D&D Beyond is really dumb in how they do it. Don't ask. I had to actually talk to Robbie because I was confused.
So, top of the order, Leo, you look up eye to eye with this owlbear as it snorts its hot breath into your face. What do you do?
So hot.
Well, I'm gonna try to jab one of my knives into its eye with one attack roll.
Oh, so you want to do a called shot then? Okay. So go ahead, make your attack roll then.
17 plus 7.
Okay, you are able to jab it into the eye. Go ahead and roll damage. And technically, I guess with Luster there, you would get sneak attack as well.
Yes, Luster gets to do extra damage.
Aw, good Luster.
The dagger does 3 plus 5 for that, and sneak attack at this level is 2 die, right?
And 3 fire damage.
Yeah, 2, 6. So 4.
3 fire damage.
2, 4, so 8 sneak attack damage. And I'm going to use my bonus action to disengage and run the fuck away.
Robbie, also just letting you know you're still on the roleplay screen on your stream.
Thank you. Here you go, everybody. My bad.
I'll take an inspiration.
Right,
Thank you.
Yep. Go for it. So, Leo, you manage to shank this thing in the eye as you roll backwards, and it does kind of stagger backwards a bit. It is temporarily blinded.
Oh, dope.
Hermia, you hear, oh shit, get your weapons out.
Okay. Oh shit.
So it's going to take you half your movement to get up since you are sleeping.
Okay.
And
I do that.
Currently, you can see one owlbear over here roaring around in the brush.
Okay. How far away is that? Why is it not letting me measure?
You gotta click the ruler.
It is 30 feet away.
Okay. Hold on. No, I wasn't ready. Okay, I'm gonna go, oh shit! And do an Eldritch Blast.
Alright. Yep, go ahead and Eldritch Blast it.
Yeah.
Is it bright outside?
No, it is dark. You do have a campfire, so there is dim light around here.
Okay, where's my thingy? So, does a 17 hit?
A 17 does hit, yes. Go ahead and roll damage.
Yes, okay.
Also, did you guys see your horses, Ivory and Vanilla, are over here as well?
That's 7 points of damage.
Alright, 7 points of damage as a solid hit lands on it. Oof.
Oh shit!
Why is Ivory black?
Because that's the joke.
That's the joke. Neither of them were actually white. I remember this when you described them because I was a little
Vanilla
upset about
has
it.
some white.
Vanilla's white.
It has a little bit.
Some white. She's more of a mixed chocolate
got a
vanilla.
potato butt.
Is that?
She does have a potato butt.
Is that it, Hermia?
I'm gonna do because I forgot to do it before. I'm gonna do a bonus action hex on it.
You got it. It is Hex. All right, turning to Kieran's turn.
Sorry to be annoying. Did you add the 3 fire damage as well from before?
I did, yes.
Okay, sorry. I just want to make sure.
Yep. Kieran is scrambling to her feet, going, whoa, "What's going on? What's happening?" And
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Around, shit! And throws 2 cards. Or wait, throws a card. I think it's just 1 card at the owlbear. It's a 9 and an 8.
And she explodes the party.
So 9 of hearts. So that is 9. Oh, I think she still has to roll a hit though, and that'll hit. So 9 fire damage as she lets loose a card that burns through the air when it strikes the owlbear. Bursts into flames. And then is actually feeling pretty good right there with the leaf in front of her. Rosalind, your turn.
All right, so Rosalind is gonna stagger awake, having only been kind of asleep anyway.
Yep, have to move to stand up.
And just be like, oh, I fucking knew it. And she is gonna stagger. You said half my movement stand?
Yep.
All right, so she is going to stagger 15 feet over this way to stand next to Maeve and get her shield up. And she is going to cast Shield of Faith. Buff up her AC by 2.
All right, into your turn then.
That'll be all for me.
All right, on the Owlbear's turn, it is going to take 2 wild, blinded, disadvantage swipes at whatever's in front of it, which unfortunately is Luster.
No.
Does a 16 hit Luster?
Just exactly.
All right, so that is going to be 14 piercing damage as it manages to snap at Luster with its beak. And I assume 10 misses, and Luster's able to avoid the quick claw attack.
Correct.
I need an owlbear emote. We'll talk about it. Right. Hermia.
Me? I just went.
I know. You hear something
Yeah.
snapping
oh,
through the
God,
bushes
shit!
behind you as an owlbear emerges from the brush.
Warning! There is an owlbear behind you, Hermia. Please exercise extreme caution.
That's a natural 20 for the beak hit.
Oh. Oh no.
As you turn around just in time to see this thing snap down on you, you take 15 piercing damage.
Oh God.
And then it swipes at you with its claw. Yeah, that's gonna hit too, sorry. Ooh, claws are 2d8. Ouch. Owlbears don't fuck around. For another 13 slashing damage.
Oh God.
And you hear Hermia scream from behind you, Rosalind, oh God, oh God! And Leaf, let you know, hey, some shit's coming in. And as you turn around, noticing that over your shoulder, you hear more branches begin to crunch and break as another owlbear comes up.
Oh, jeez.
Out of the brush, smashing by the cart, almost knocking it out of the way, and running up to you, Leaf.
Warning! This could be bad.
21 to hit.
That hits.
All right, that is 9 piercing damage.
Ow!
And that one's gonna hit as well. Take an additional 16 slashing damage.
Powering down.
Oh no.
What?
Are you down?
You said 9 and 16?
Yep.
That is 25 HP.
Yep, so y'all watch as Leaf just falls to the ground, and Kieran goes, Leaf!
Oh shit!
No! Oh shit! It's not over yet.
Sweet stasis. Take me once more.
As another one comes out of the brush towards you, Rosalind.
What the hell? Are you trying to kill us?
Why are there so many mole sharks? I mean, owl bears.
It's a pack of
Robbie, we didn't have anything planned for tonight. Jesus.
Why
No,
just
'cause
throw
the campaign
a fucking
ends today.
oblix at us?
17 to hit, Roz.
Miss.
Okay. 20 to hit.
That meets.
So with your shield up, you're able to block the beak attack, but the claws come around from the side, and you take 13 slashing damage from the owlbear.
All right.
And with that, it is Maeve's turn.
Okay. Oh, all right. Divide and conquer, I guess. Give me 1 second. Can you just hold this while I move on my screen? Okay. So Maeve is going to move 10. Actually, 15. She's going to move up here. And then she's going to attack this owl bear with her bow.
The blinded one?
Yes, the blinded one.
Yep. All right, go ahead and make your attack.
All right.
The last time that I tried to use a pack of owl bears, there was a fireball in the party, and they were basically all killed in like 2 turns. 19 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
You. And then I'm going to have Luster do an attack on my bonus action.
Okay,
He's
go ahead and roll.
He's going to do his bite.
He actually gets advantage since it's blinded.
Got it. Okay. Hold on. I'm trying to see if I can make that. Is there a way to make that?
I think it's control and you click it.
23
Oh,
hits.
23 hits. And this is going to be fired. Sorry, the touchscreen's a little bit wonky on Beyond 20s. Give me a
All
second.
good.
Okay, so this is going to be 6 fire damage.
Kill Chris's computer.
Go ahead and roll again just to see if you get a natural 20 since Lester gets advantage on it.
You got it.
Closer, but no.
Closer, but no.
All
19.
Right. 6 damage from Luster.
Mm-hmm. And then that's kind of all I can do. And, shit. I didn't do this. That's okay. I kind of mentioned to everybody, I have a healing kit.
Rosalind calls out, nice shot, Maeve.
You guys bought healing potions, right? Did you...
Well, we kind of had to use some of them in the last fight.
Okay, I was just checking because I don't see any in Kieran's inventory, so I just wanted to...
We actually all didn't buy. I think Hermia's the one who was able to buy any from the store. I had 2 on my person. I used 1.
I think Rosalind has 3 at the moment.
Nice.
Okay, yeah, just making sure if you guys had divvied them up that she had put it in there. So I'm just going to assume that you didn't have a chance to divvy them up yet. I mean, you did. You just didn't think to. All right, all done then, Maeve?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
All right, and Leaf in the chat saying that he rolled a 9 on his death save, so that is 1 down for Leaf. As we come back to the top to Leo.
Fuck. How's the blinded one looking?
Not good. It seems to be sort of limping backwards and looking around fearfully.
Okay.
Kill it! Kill it! Kill it!
I'm gonna run up and stab it in its other eye.
Go ahead and make an attack roll at advantage.
That is a 19 plus 7.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage. And sneak attack damage.
Dagger is 4 plus 5, so 9 on that. And sneak attack is 1 and 6, so 7 damage.
All right, running up, you shove your dagger into its other eye, and then taking your hand and you push it into the pommel of your dagger, driving it through and feeling the sort of viscous liquid inside of it, along with the blood start to pour out over your hand. And as you pull it out, it lumbers back a few steps before falling to the ground.
All right, 1 done. Try to make sure it doesn't kill the horses.
Good job, Leo.
Kieran yells, "Leaf stone! Leaf stone!" And with that, Leo, did you have anything else to do?
I used 15 feet. I'm gonna come over into the brush here, try to lure one towards me. Right there.
Okay. Hermia, it's your turn.
Okay. As a bonus action, I'm gonna chug a healing potion.
Okay.
Brings me up 7 points. Not a whole lot.
Plus 7.
And then I'm just gonna say, well, like if I move out, other range is gonna attack me anyway. So she's gonna say fuck it and just start like trying to hit it with her sword.
Oh, so as you pull your sword out, you hear in the back of your mind, yes, a worthy foe. If this is the way we go, it'll be glorious.
No, I don't want to die.
Go ahead and make your attack.
Easy for the sword to say. The sword's not the one who's going to die by owlbear.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. So that is... sorry. That is a 12 plus 7.
That hits.
And then 1d8. Is that it? No, that's not it. And that is... that 9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Hermia, is this the first... No, go ahead.
Oh, shit. Never mind. That doesn't matter because I wasted it because I was healing.
Is this the first time that Hermia has ever struck anything with this sword?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Alright, so... As you slice through, this is the first time that you've noticed, but as you sort of slice through this thing, and you get a pretty good chunk of it, but you don't see any blood splatter out the other side. Instead, where you attack the owlbear, you just see this solid black line across it. And it does rear back in pain, but no blood. Are you gonna stay where you are?
Well, I mean, like, it's gonna hit me either way, no matter if I move or not. So
Okay.
Herman's gonna be like, fuck it! Come at me, bro!
Alright. Back to Kieran's turn. Kind of panicking a little bit. She is going to cast Misty Step. As far as she get... Ooh. That is a level 1 spell. She doesn't get it to be free. If she draws 2 aces, then she doesn't expend a spell slot. That's pretty good. If it's a Joker, you cast Wild Magic. It's not. Okay. That's it. Okay. And then from this side, trying to get it to come away from Leaf, she's just gonna yell, "Over here, you big owl bear!" Fuck. And oh shit.
What did you do?
Okay. Don't worry, she's far away from y'all this time. Roz, roll a D100 for me.
Sure.
Is this just a deck of jokers? What the fuck?
55.
Thankfully not Fireball.
Alright. She throws out a card that as it hits seems to explode in a splinter of icy shards. How much is this count at? Oh, we'll say 10. So 10 damage. She's going to choose cold for the ace, so it actually takes 20 damage. And it is currently vulnerable to cold damage. And Kieran Izahi, yes, sorry. Wild Magic Surge table. 55, you say.
Fog cloud, fog cloud.
Okay, none of y'all can see anything from where you are, but alright, nothing happened.
Great.
And with that, it's back to Rosalind's turn.
So seeing Kieran Misty step away, Rosalind's like, "Damn it, Kieran, the horses!" and she's gonna run over and get in between the owlbear and the horses.
Kieran goes, I'm trying to get it away from Leaf! And as you hear that, you look over. Kieran has no hair.
Oh.
Rosalind's like, you know what, I'll unpack that later.
Kieran is perfectly bald.
Yeah. Great. Rosalind is going to run over between the owlbear and the horses and drive her blade into this owlbear.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
Are his eyebrows gone?
He has eyebrows still. Hair is gone, though.
Oh, okay.
I'll spend an advantage. Or 16?
That hits.
So it'll be 6 damage, and we will Divine Smite.
Ooh. So as Rosalind plunges her blade into the side of the owlbear as it was just turning back towards Kieran, you watch as from out of the sky above Rosalind, a plume of golden divine energy just strikes down through it, searing part of its shoulder and fur.
So that'll be an extra 5 damage to it.
Damn, ouch. You roll bad on every dice type.
Isn't it amazing? It's just stunning, I know. But Rosalind, kind of looks at her sword, as if to say, did anyone else see that?
Do it again!
As you kind of look down at your sword, Rosalind, you also see, despite it being complete darkness and your shield being on the opposite side of where the fire is, you see a quick sort of golden glint across the shield, across that profile of Exandria that was carved into it.
Huh.
End of your turn.
She kind of gets a grin on her face.
Luster can do damage.
You want to add it on to Rosalind's attack?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, go ahead.
5.
All right.
He's doing his
Luster
best.
Matches the Divine Smite with less dice.
Yeah, thanks, Robbie. That's
Yep.
great.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, luckily you got the attention of this owlbear as it now turns around to face you, Rosalind, and takes a swipe at you with its claw.
She puts her shield up.
18.
Misses.
You are able to deflect that off, and it uses that moment to try and bite in on you with its beak. Ooh, that's a hit. That's going to be 25.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Cast shield.
7 piercing damage. Not a whole lot. This owlbear, you said, Leo, that you were trying to get its attention?
Yeah, I was using my bonus action to jump up and down and kind of make noise.
Make a animal handling check for me.
Time to find out if Leo knows an owlbear mating call.
What is my animal handling? It's +2, so that is a 19 +2.
All right. It looks for a moment like it wanted to go towards Maeve, but it does see you over there, and blowing past Luster, it comes up towards you and goes to take a bite out of you. 15 to hit.
That actually meets.
Hey.
Robbie, I can't see Leo's nameplate or HP.
Why do you need Leo's? Oh, I see what you mean.
Now you
Oh, there
should
it
be
is.
able to. Leo, you take 11 piercing
understood.
damage from the bite. And then it swipes at you. 16.
That hits.
All right, and as you're reeling back from the bite, it swipes you with its claws, and you take another 14 slashing damage.
I'm not looking too hot.
Owlbear attacking Hermia.
No, I think it wants to go somewhere else.
13.
Oh, that misses.
So as it goes to bite down on you, you put your sword up and manage to just put it right between its mouth as it starts to gash and snap at you, and you're able to hold it back. You hear the sword going, yes, yes, you can do this, Hermia!
Oh shit, I'm gonna die.
And then as you're thinking that to yourself, a huge impact hits you in the side of the ribs as it swipes at you with its claws. You take
27 points of
12 slashing damage.
I can't hear, Chris.
12 slashing damage, Hermia.
Oh god. Okay. Okay. I'm okay.
Maeve, it is your turn.
Okay, sorry, I'm trying to. Maeve is having a bit of a panic moment.
I think everybody's
dying. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what the best thing to do here is.
Our healer died.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Healer who's never
We have a healer?
actually healed anybody, yeah.
So, okay.
Why do you just assume I'm gonna heal?
Alright, she's gonna take a deep breath, think this through, and decide to take 20 movement to get to Leaf.
Yep.
And use a healing, it's not a potion, it's the healing thing to stop dying.
What, healing kit to stabilize?
Yeah.
And you can use that as a bonus action, right? Or do you have an action?
I think it's an action. I'm double checking now.
Okay, because I know
it's an action. Unless you're changing it. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, because in our other campaign, I think Skura was using it as a bonus action and just recently realized it should be an action.
Yeah, it is an action.
How do you want to do it this time?
Okay, so what does it heal for? Do you have to roll anything, or?
No, it just stabilizes a creature that has 0 hit points without needing to make a wisdom medicine check.
Okay, so Leaf, you are now stabilized.
Hooray!
You still have 10 feet of movement and a bonus action.
I'm gonna have Luster attack the owlbear next to Leo.
All right, go ahead and roll.
Damn it! Really?
That
Never mind.
unfortunately, as Luster starts to try to bite and gnash at it, can't quite get to the tough, muscular exterior of the owlbear.
Okay.
Good try, Luster. We love you anyway.
Leaf, you're no longer dying. Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll a d20 for me, just because.
Okay.
Why?
See if I get a 20 and get up.
Yep. Did you do it? Or was it a natural 1? Oh! Wow! He'd be
Chris
dead
would be
right
dead.
now. Okay.
You're welcome.
Leaf's
That's pretty
still
clutch.
down.
All right.
Yep. All right.
All right. All right.
Leo, back to you. You have this massive owlbear bearing down on you right now.
Good stabilize.
Stabbing it in the eye worked
Alright.
the last time. I'm gonna
Go
go
ahead.
for the eye again. That's a 16 plus 7.
That hits.
Uh, 3 plus 5, so 8 on the dagger, and 6 and 2, 8 damage for sneak attack.
All right, let me roll
And-
a non-save to see if he's blinded or not. All right, so you stab him in the eye, but you kind of miss a little bit and get it more like in the cheek. It's mad now.
And I'm gonna disengage with my bonus action, and I'm going to run up here. And I can't hide, so...
You could go one further if you want to. There you go. End of your turn.
Yep.
Hermia, back around to you.
Okay, so I have a question.
Yep.
So how far away, like how many squares can I move and still be in its in the threatened space?
His threatened space, as far as you're aware, is 5 feet.
Oh, so just one.
So if you move one away from him, you can move around him just fine. You just can't move away from him.
Okay. So Hermia is gonna. Oh, she really wants to like fight this thing, but she's really gonna die. She's gonna do bonus action face step to get 30 feet away.
Okay, which direction do you want to go?
I want to go this way.
All right, that's 30 feet.
And second, and then my speed 30. Still move. If I'm like right here, can I still see this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then I'll let off an Eldritch Blast.
All right, go ahead and roll.
That is a 14 plus 7.
That hits.
Sorry. I threw it on the ground. Ooh! I rolled a 10.
All right, 10 damage as you blast it with an Eldritch Blast in the face, and it sort of rears back angrily. You also hear a deep sigh in your head that goes, "Suppose caution's the better part of valor."
I have 7 points of health.
What does that even mean?
That means I'm gonna die.
And do you turn, Hermia?
Yeah.
All right, back around to Kieran again. She yells, "Roz, use your magic to fix a leaf!" And is going to throw another card at the owlbear. Oh no.
Oh no.
I wonder if that does anything. Nah, we'll just say that it misses. Actually, Roz, roll a d20 for me.
Okay.
Quit asking her to roll a d20.
Fine.
Yeah, why are you making me roll? Make me roll.
Okay. As Kieran says that and then lets one of the cards fly, it looks like it's coming right for you, Rosalind. You're able to dodge out of the way just in time to see it hit Ivory right in the butt.
Oh god.
Doing 10 damage and knocking it prone. As Kieran yells, oh, I'm so sorry! Oh, Horsey! Shit! And now both Ivory...
Dex to dodge out of the way of this is like, what the hell?
Ivory and Vanilla are both starting to go crazy now. Rosalind, it's your turn.
Okay. So Rosalind sees Kieran try and shoot at her again, and this feels like old times, and sees Hermia Misty step away, leaving the other horse exposed to the owlbear, and it's just like, God damn it, we need the horses, people!
I'm dying!
She's gonna get up and she's gonna move down to right here.
Okay.
And she is going to use a bonus action to pour a healing potion on Leaf.
It takes an action to feed it to other people.
Oh, alright, never mind. Then she's gonna instead stab the owlbear.
Okay, go ahead and roll for your attack. I like that she kind of takes out a potion, looks on it, Leaf. Nah, stab.
Something like that, yeah. $22.
Just so you know,
I'll presume 22 hits.
13 would have hit as well.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
But yes, 22 hits.
Damn it. 4, and we'll do Divine Smite again.
All right, so 4, and then like 3 for Divine Smite.
For the love of fuck. And then 6 on the Divine Smite.
Better than the last time. Better than the last time.
You're right. One better than the last time.
End of your turn.
I assume it's not dead, eh?
It is not dead, but it's looking pretty rough.
I mean,
Rosalind kind of glanced up like, oh, shit.
All right. End of your turn. You have a little bit of movement left if you want to use it.
No, I think I'll not provoke an opportunity attack. I'm good.
Okay, so as it comes to the Owlbear's turn and it's starting to look real bad, it begins to look around a little fearfully, and it turns and starts to book it away. You can take an opportunity attack if you want, Rosalind.
Yeah. Uh, 25.
That is a
Oh, it's a crit.
Wait, is that a crit? It is
I
a
think
crit.
so.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll damage twice.
Hooray!
The poor Owlbear was just trying to leave. Wait, you're attacking with the Dagger of Warning? Oh, there you go. So 5, and then make another one with your short sword.
And 5 more. 10 damage.
All right. As you slice into its hindquarters, which causes it, as it goes to jump down this little hill here, causes it to actually sort of tumble down, crashing into the water before it gets up and starts to run a little bit further away.
Isn't a short sword 1d8?
1d6, I think.
Yeah, you're thinking a long sword.
Oh.
It did let out a painful bellow as it started to run away, Rosalind, which causes the one behind you to turn its attention to you.
Oh.
It's gonna move up on you. First, it'll try to bite you for 25 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
For 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 piercing damage.
I am down to 2, baby.
And then it swings on you with its claw for 25.
Oh,
God. Our tank is dead!
That's 19. And Maeve, you watch as this thing hits Rosalind with a huge right hook, and she just goes flying and like hits the cart and lands unconscious in front of you.
Yeah, I like to think I had turned to like poke the owlbear that was running away, and this one just turned and came up behind me and just batted me aside.
Walloped on you. Yeah. All right, as Luster's still here, gnashing at the heels of this one, it's going to turn down and look at him since Leo ran away. 21 versus Luster.
Yes.
Or, little lusty boy. 11 damage.
That exactly kills him.
As you watch as this thing bites down on Luster and he just poofs into a little puff
No!
of sparkliness.
Reggie the 14th, no.
Hey, Luster. And then he sees you cry out for Luster, so 10 for 5. 20. Comes up on you for a claw attack, Maeve. Ooh, that might miss. 15?
Meets, unfortunately.
That is 11, 16 slashing damage.
16. All right.
Your turn, Maeve.
All right.
Go, Maeve, go.
Maeve.
They gotta be weak.
Ready to scream. And she grits her teeth and just goes, "Everybody just go to sleep." And she's gonna cast sleep.
Okay. Go ahead and roll however many D8 it is.
5d8.
23.
20. That was a shitty roll, but okay.
I need to look something up real quick.
Yep. Sorry, God, this doesn't work again. Like that.
Okay, so I just want you to know, I looked up a ruling here. And it looks like, according to... Okay, I thought this was actually ruled specifically by someone from Wizards of the Coast. It doesn't, but... Spell sends creatures into a magical sleep. Creatures within 20 feet of a point that you choose. So, May,
okay, so it's...
Yeah. I assume you're trying to get these two?
If possible, yeah.
Okay. Maeve, you start to get sleepy.
Yeah.
Oh, God. We're all dead.
And you watch as Maeve sends the spell and then just kind of sways back and forth.
Isn't she immune to sleeping effects?
Oh, yeah, wait a sec.
Oh, you're an elf, aren't you?
Yeah,
magic can't put me to sleep.
Okay, that was about to be really bad because I looked it up. I'm like, can you fall asleep to your own sleep spell? And it's like, creatures does not preclude yourself, so you are able to resist your own sleep spell. But unfortunately, both of them are pretty beefy boys.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Big brain.
Give me a sec. Just give me a sec.
Use one of the bodies as a shield.
She's not strong enough to pick me up.
Wow.
Sorry, I have a lot of bonus actions. Just give me a sec. I thought that would work.
Take your time. Take your time. Actually, technically, I think it would have put Ivory to sleep. 20-foot range. Leo and Hermia, you two are up next, so start thinking about what you want to do. Have spells. Nothing great.
She'll just keep.
Okay. Sure, what else to do? So I guess, alright, I am casting Ensnaring Strike. It's not gonna do anything yet. I have to hit something first. But I am gonna cast it as a bonus action.
So it's just like cast like on your weapon, basically?
It's self. So I just cast it on myself and it worked.
Okay. Are you going to move it all?
Yeah, probably should. Except I can't because I'm within opportunity attack range. I guess
we'll get one attack against you. Yep.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Or you could circle around and not like be in line of sight of the other owlbear.
There's that at least, so that on their turn, only one of them might be able to attack you.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. And your turn?
That's my turn. That's it.
Leaf, roll a d20.
11.
All right. Leo, your turn.
All right. Since I'm too far away, is this obscuring my like? Can I see through this?
Yeah, I mean you can like see where things are, but it's going to be a disadvantage if you try to like throw like a dagger through there.
Well, I have a short bow.
Oh yeah. You can go ahead and take aim and try and shoot. You will get sneak attack damage if you can hit, but it'll be at disadvantage with probably 3/4 cover.
Okay. If I use an inspiration and call my shot, can I see its eyes?
I would not call a shot because it already gets a +5 since it has 3/4 cover.
Oh, does calling a shot increase its AC?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Then 13 plus What is it for the bow? Where are you, bow? +7.
So 20, that does hit. So go ahead and roll damage for the bow and sneak attack as well.
That will be a d6 +5. So the bow hit is 2 + 5, 7.
Okay.
Sneak attack is 6 and 5, so 11 for sneak attack.
Okay, good damage on the sneak attack there.
And then... Fuck, I want to get its attention again, so... I'm going to move down and like use my bonus action to jump up and down and scream at it like, come at me, you big motherfucker.
Right. Go ahead and roll another animal handling check for me. Hermia, about to be your turn.
That's 15 + 2, so 17.
Okay, Hermia, it's your turn. You're not sure if you got your attention or not. We'll see what happens on its turn.
Okay, I'm going to bonus action. Hexblade's curse on this one that's just within 30 feet. It's not pinging anymore. I changed it to ruler, now it's not pinging. Okay, so that gives me another +2 to hit. So, and I'm gonna hit it with Eldritch Blast.
Yep, go ahead and roll for the attack.
I'm gonna use one of my advantages.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is 16 on the die, +2, +7.
Yeah,
I have a question.
Hits. Sure, go ahead.
I have a question. So, how does it? Does like Hexblade curse does the die have to roll on a 19 or a 20 to get a crit, or is it just your added roll?
Ooh.
No, if you roll a 19 or a 20, you
okay.
You get a crit.
Just curious. I was just curious how that works. Okay.
All right, so
okay.
You go ahead and hurl this black ball of energy, your Eldritch Blast, towards this thing, and it explodes, hitting it in the shoulder and the side of the face. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. That is a 9.
All right, as it hits, you watch it kind of stumbles back a little bit, using its paw to claw up and start patting at the side of its face, which is now sort of glowing with this necrotic-looking energy, and your Hexblade is starting to just ripple across it, and it begins to let out this sort of low-pitched squeal as it starts to back up and look around fearfully. End of your turn, Hermia?
Up.
Was that a yep?
Yeah.
Okay. Back around to Kieran's turn. Who goes, I'm sorry, Ross. Shoot. And is going to run back up this way and go ahead and throw a card at the owlbear in front of Maeve. No, I can't see where my dice went. I threw it too far. Try again. Oof. And unfortunately, throws wide and the card just flutters off into the air somewhere, and Kieran's feeling really bad about himself right now. Rosalind.
Wow.
Go ahead and make a death saving throw.
Yep.
All right.
What?
So that is 1 point towards stabilization. That is a success. On the owlbear's turn, this one up here continues off into the brush. Can no longer be seen. And this one begins to back away from you, Maeve. You may take an opportunity attack on it if you'd like to.
Yes, please. Okay. 19?
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
All right, there is another special thing it does. So I'm doing damage, and then my spell that I cast.
Your snare.
Yes. So basically, now that I've hit it, there's a writhing mass of thorny vines that reach up to it. And it has to succeed on a strength saving throw. It's going to be restrained until the spell ends, which is concentration of 1 minute.
Right.
Is it larger? Because it does get advantage on the saving throw because it's larger.
It is large. Yep.
And then it says while restrained, it takes 1d6 piercing damage at the start of its turn.
That was over 20, so I assume it does not get restrained.
Yep, that's correct.
Right. Just good, because if it would have been restrained, it would have turned around and hit you anyway, since it can't go anywhere. And 10, 20. And that one begins to run off into the woods as well.
Oh, I didn't know it was running away.
And this final one is going to run up towards Kieran, who goes, shit! Ooh, Kieran, you might have dodged that. What is that? Oh, never mind, you didn't dodge that. That is 7 damage on Kieran. And then the swipe attack is another 15 onto Kieran. And Hermia, you feel the ground shaking beneath you, and you hear something cracking and snapping in the bushes and the brush behind you.
Oh God, why do you hate me?
As you turn around and look over your shoulder to see this massive twice the size of the other ones,
8 attacks
as it begins to slowly lumber out past you, Hermia. It doesn't even seem to pay any mind to you, and that's when you notice some sort of like bridle around its face, and you look up and see this man sitting atop the back of this massive alpha owl bear, who is in some sort of cloak. There's greenery and leaves, some sort of cloak. You see the skin of an owl bear on it, and he lets out this mighty bellow. And Maeve, you and Kieran are close enough to see this owl bear, who is in a rage between the two of you, suddenly stops and like looks up towards him in fear, and he lets out another one, and it begins to flee just like the others did, off into the wilderness. And he looks down at you, Hermia. You are fine now. Leave these woods as soon as you can. And he turns his owl bear around and begins to walk back into the brush.
What the fuck?
Make an attack of opportunity against it.
If you want to.
No! You're dead!
Rosalind, make a death saving throw, please.
Aye. 16.
All right, that is a success. All right, what are all of you doing?
I'm done.
I'm gonna limp back.
I'm gonna stabilize Roz.
All right, you were able
I'm gonna run over to Leaf to make sure he's okay.
Yep, so you are able to stabilize Rosalind. Kieran kind of walks up a little dumbfounded at what is happening. Both the horses are still, like, freaking out right now.
Can I try animal handling on the horses?
Yeah, go ahead and make an animal handling check.
I'm going to be using inspiration for this.
Go for it. Okay. You are able to calm them down. You see that Ivory should be able to recover from her wound. The card that Kieran threw sort of struck her in like the upper back haunch, so it's probably going to be painful for a while to walk and pull the cart, but she should still be able to survive, especially if properly taken care of, or if even healed, should be completely fine. Did anyone want to administer any healing potions to either of your unconscious teammates?
Yep, I think I have one, but Roz, you have a couple in your pocket, or?
I mean, you could check to see.
I'll use one at least. Next to Roz. Does anybody have a healing potion for Leaf?
Yeah, so Hermia, as you're checking Leaf, you're honestly not sure. He's just laying there motionless. He doesn't breathe. He does have a little bit of exterior damage, but the green glow that is normally emanating from his sort of faceplate and parts of his bodies is faint and kind of pulsing. So you're pretty sure he's probably okay. So 7 HP for Roz as you suddenly draw breath once again.
I will pour a healing potion on Leaf because I don't know where to put it.
Okay. and as you do, just kind of pouring it over his face, you watch as the green glow begins to flicker brighter and brighter, and the potion, the liquid itself, seems to just be absorbed into him, and
it absorbs into the little slits where the green glow is. It just goes.
Yep, and Leaf, you come back to consciousness as well.
Leaf, are you okay?
Warning! Owlbears are highly territorial and dangerous. We should exercise extreme caution.
They're gone. They're gone. They left.
We're gone. Are you all right?
Just sits up and is like, "All right, that was awful. Did we win?"
There was a man.
There's a spear guy. He showed up. He was riding a giant owl bear. I don't know. He yelled at the other owl bear, and they ran away. And then he went into the woods and said, "Leave."
Then leave as soon as you can. Which
Leo,
that'd be great.
Leaf, Leo, make a history check. Maeve, make one at disadvantage.
I rolled a 17.
Okay.
21.
Let me wait to see what
9.
Maeve got a 9. Okay, so maybe you haven't heard. But both Leaf and Leo, you have heard tell of a legend around Wildemount of a man who walks amongst the wilderness in the shadows. He who goes by the name of the Owl Bear. Now, depending on who you ask or who tells the story, some say that he fights for truth and justice, that he, roots out criminals. Others say that he is against civilization and that he is one with the forest. There are many tales, but based on the description of the man atop the owl bear, it could be that the legends are true in some form or another.
Do you share that story with us?
Yeah.
Okay, Roz looks at you like, if you guys scared off the owlbears, you can just say.
No, I swear. I'm almost dead. I'm dying right now. I did not scare that away.
I agree. This is serious. There's no need to make up stories about people riding giant owl bears.
I wish we were joking. We're not.
All right, sure. She grunts and she gets to her feet. Hey, so remember when I said that sleeping in the forest is dangerous and there's a reason people don't do it?
Yes.
This is what I was talking about.
I know. This was perhaps not the best sleeping spot.
No.
In the forest.
That's why we sleep in cities.
Well,
that's why we sleep in our armor.
That would be great, but we do have to somehow get to the next city. There are long distances between them.
Well, they invented teleporting?
That would be nice.
Yeah.
The approximate chance of a midnight owlbear attack in a forested area is approximately 4%. This was an unlikely event, although it could have been fatal.
Oh.
So it goes. Well,
Leaf, do you think you can heal one of the horses? It looks hurt really bad.
Kieran kind of steps forward and goes, sorry about the card thing, Rosalind. I wasn't aiming for you. I was just, I don't know. I was just in, as he kind of reaches up to run his hand through his hair, goes, what the fuck happened to my hair?
Oh my.
We were going to ask you the same.
Rosalind actually starts to kind of laugh.
It's just gone. I'm bald as smooth as a baby's bottom.
It's not a terrible look on you, kid.
That's unfortunate.
I'm going back to sleep.
Hermia pulls a headscarf out of her bag and hands it to Kieran.
And Kieran wraps his head in it and then goes and kind of lays down, eyes still wide open.
Well,
We can get you a merkin when we get into town, kid.
it'll be fine. I think we all probably need to get going anyway. Although our horse, Ivory, is a little bit damaged and probably needs a little bit more rest.
Yep,
Leaf has been
Oh.
walked over to it and is
I'm sorry I missed that. That's good.
takes out like a little like a scalpel like implements and just creates like a little fine red laser that's just like cauterized the wound. And Leaf is just like holding the leg in place, and the horse is trying to go away.
Oh my god.
And it works.
And
You heal the horse.
Okay.
All right. We will say that you were just nearly at the end of your rest. So, first thing I need, Roz, make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Okay. $14.
So sleeping in your armor, you do it pretty often in Vano. So it's not the best night's rest, but it'll do in a pinch. So everybody, you get your long rest. However, if you took any damage, which some of you did, you don't get all of your HP back, but you can spend hit dice, which are full, to heal up. But spell slots, any abilities that you used, you can have all those back.
Okay.
So
How
any
much
spells I
HP do
have,
we
I
get
get back?
back? Like no HP?
Well, because you were pretty much all at full HP when you rested, so you basically had just woken up. So now if you want, you can spend your hit dice to heal your HP.
Okay, so no HP
Correct.
from resting. Okay.
Can't remember what Rogue's hit die is.
D6, I think.
It's an
D8. So any spells though that I cast, right? Like I don't get those back.
No, I'll let you have your spell slots back as well.
Oh, thank you.
Can I use my spell slots to heal people and then get those back?
No.
Damn.
Why isn't HP carrying over to all your tokens?
Oh, oops.
How much did you heal from your potion, Leaf?
I don't know who rolled that for me.
Nobody did. Go ahead.
I didn't roll it, just
Oh!
roll it.
Roll
Okay.
2d4 plus 2. All right, let me bring you back over here so you can actually see how much
7.
HP all of you have, since the ones on the world map isn't accurate. Okay. So yep, go ahead and let me know how much you heal for, Herbie, and I'll do it in roll 20 for you.
My god.
Kieran,
How fast do you, like, get hit dice back?
You get back
long
half
rest?
your hit dice every long rest, so you should have 4 right now to be able to use.
I know, but, like, I'm rolling shitty.
Where are they?
Warlock is...
Oh, and it's plus your Constitution, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
There we
What are you back up to, Hermia?
Damn it, I'm only, like, half. Like, we can't find anything. Like, 28. This is ridiculous.
So you're at 28?
Yeah.
Okay. That's more than Leaf's max HP.
I know, but I'm really squishy. Like, that thing hit me, like, 3 times and I was almost dead.
Yeah, well, it came twice at Ross.
That hit me twice and I was dead.
I was saying, like, I didn't survive much longer than that.
We're all pretty much, we're only going to take 2 hits of that thing. I only survived because I only took 1 hit. Can I summon,
Luster
Luster?
back? Yes, you may.
Alright. I'll make him lightning so it's easier on my sheet so I remember.
Does he come back with PTSD?
I'm not sure about him, but I do.
Yeah.
I hug him very tightly.
He's very sad. All right.
Okay, it's okay.
Leaf, what are you up to HP wise now?
I'm full now.
All right, 24.
Sorry, I'm full as well.
Okay.
I'm probably the only one that's under because I'm not going to use all my hit dice.
Nope, both you and Hermia.
I'm under 2! This is ridiculous. I hate the woods.
Problem looks at you.
Well,
Problem looks at you, Hermione, is like, that is very reasonable. The wood sucked. Alright, I say we leave. This place sucks. I hate it.
Well, this morning anyway. Let's pack things up and be off.
All right. You were able to do so. You pack up. It takes a bit of finagling to get. God, zooming on this thing. It takes some finagling to get Ivory hooked back up to the cart and to be, comfortable pulling again. But you are eventually able to get there and begin your trek towards Udesilo. As you continue through the Purlebow wilderness, it starts to get chilly throughout the day. And you begin to see your breath. Ooh, let me adjust music. We're back to peaceful music now. You start to see your breath on the air the further north you go. And eventually, light little flakes of snow begin to drift down around you. And actually, it's the first time necessarily that you've seen snow. No, never mind, Ross. Snow is common in the mountains of Vanel, so.
Yeah, I figured.
But for Maeve, this is probably the first time that you've seen snow being way down the Menagerie Coast. It's not something you get to see often. But there's just sort of a light dusting across the road in front of you and across the trees on all sides of you. And
Tried to catch the snow.
Yeah, it's a little chilly, but it's nothing too crazy, tightening you're up in your cloak, it's enough. And as you begin to progress further north, it starts to come down a bit heavier.
Yeah, the snow is great at first, isn't it? But it quickly becomes a pain in the arse.
And the wind begins to pick up, even down here in the roads, between the forest. It begins to whip through quite harshly, and it begins to get later in the night. Even with the sun going down, it starts to get dimmer in here a lot earlier because of the high in the tall trees. So it's hard to tell exactly what time of day it is, as the overcast skies from the snow begins to obscure a lot of the light.
Rosalind's gonna call out towards Leo or whoever's driving and be like, "Hey, we need to set up and make camp. We're gonna freeze if we don't make a fire before the sun goes down."
Fine by me. You guys pick a better spot this time, though.
Anyone who is proficient in survival, go ahead and make a survival check for me.
Not me.
Out. I'll roll survival and try my best. Oh, that's right. So can Leaf. Leaf's probably better than me. 15!
25.
Leaf's better.
So, yeah, Maeve, you definitely want to find shelter. Doesn't matter what your survival score is. You've never really seen this before, and it's uncomfortable, and it's cold. Leaf, you can tell looking up at the sky and how this is slowly been getting worse and worse and worse throughout the day, that it's probably going to get even more so before it gets better, and finding a simple place to camp isn't going to be enough. You're going to need some sort of shelter.
This one recommends that we find a shelter of some sort, perhaps a cave. The storm will not let up, and we will surely freeze to death if we stand outside in the cold.
Maybe the mountainsides of a
Comforting.
cave?
That's fantastic. You said the mountainsides?
Well, just a suggestion. They might have caves, yeah?
All right.
You know what else is in caves? Bears.
Did you say owl bear? Yeah, well, the bears are going to have to share because I don't intend on freezing my arse off out here. All right, buddy system Hermia, you and I are going to check out the caves.
Okay.
Okay.
If she glances over towards me, if we're not back in 20 minutes, we froze to death. Just keep going.
Yeah.
Leaving.
And she'll set off with Hermia to go see if she can find a cave.
Okay.
Can I think what's the It's defense against cold.
What was that?
Can I change Lester's elemental type to cold so he can have resistance to cold?
Oh, yeah, I thought you were going to say I want to change him to fire so that he can warm me up.
No, I was going to say, because they get resistances to the elemental type.
Yep. You sure can.
He's cold. He's resistance to cold now.
All right, so
he's also really chilly, so I can't.
Hermia and Roz, you begin to sort of push into the forest a little bit, looking to see if you can find some sort of cave or some place to find some shelter. Why don't both of you make perception checks, or one of you can do it with advantage?
I'll give Hermia advantage. My perception ain't worth much.
All right.
So the first one's at 19. Yeah, 19.
Total?
Yeah.
Okay. So, as you're pushing through the forest, you actually stumble across a path, which isn't necessarily anything out of the ordinary. There's all sort of paths made from, the wildlife that seems to be going to and from in here. But what catches your eye about this path as you look about 20 yards up it in one direction is you start to notice about every 15 feet on both the left and the right side, almost perfectly spaced out, is a small fungus-looking shape that seems to be shedding light on it, almost like someone has cleared and then lit this path.
I mean, that's kind of vicious.
I mean, if I were back home, I'd say there's a demon that way, but y'all say that there's not just walking around demons here, so...
I mean, I don't know, there could be, but
That's
I
true.
mean, it's either demon or freeze to death.
Yeah, I don't want to freeze to death, although they do say it is one of the least painful ways to die.
Yeah.
Alright, I say we trust it and hope it's not a demon.
Okay.
Should we go get the group?
Yeah, might as well. I don't want to go too far and then get lost.
Fair point. Alright, we'll hurry back and grab the group and say we found something kind of sus.
Yeah, so the path actually goes back almost in the same direction you came. So following this path, it does actually break out onto the main road. And about 200 yards down, you can see your group. So you call them, bring the carriage up as well. It is wide enough just so for the horse and the carriages to also fit down it as well.
Well, it looks like it was designed to perhaps lead someone.
Well, I mean, if there's anyone who has a care about snowy paths and leading people to safety, they would want to make it obvious, yeah?
Safety or to their death. Yeah, both are reasonable.
Well, let's maybe hope there's some kind people in this world. If we start thinking everything is suspicious, we're just gonna die here.
Are you telling me we can assume the best of people in this world?
I mean,
I'm just
I
saying
haven't
that
seen that.
Can we just
He looks
go?
at
I'm
Leo.
getting cold back here without hair. It's a lot
I
worse.
think we're walking. We're not just standing in place. We're
And-
following the path.
As Kieran takes off the scarf that you gave him, you can actually see that the hair has already started to grow back and is maybe half as long as it used to be. And he goes, "Oh, that's fortunate."
So you're just complaining for nothing then?
Well, I mean, you saw it. How was I supposed to know that it was going to grow back so quick?
It's a magic scarf.
It's
Okay.
still cold.
All right, let's make our way down the path and hope that we meet someone kind.
All right. So as you continue down the path, after about 15 minutes, snow is now accumulated to 3 inches as you're making your way through it. But eventually, after about 15 minutes or so, you see some more lights off in the distance through the trees, and the closer you get, you see a cabin. Some candle lights or some sort of fire burning within one of the windows. You see some smoke rising up Out of the chimney, there's what looks to be some stables nearby as well. You can see at least one sort of horse head poking out of it and sees you coming.
Robbie, I'm just saying right now, if they have like cabbages in there, I'm gonna be pissed.
As you approach, what would you like to do?
I bet you there's a hag in there.
We'll approach, and Rosalind will make her way towards the front door and just kind of knock at it, rap at it.
All right. And
Hello?
As you do, a bit of snow kind of falls off of the roof above it. And you hear some loud thuds on the other side, and eventually the door kind of cracks open a little bit, and you see on the other side a portly, elderly-looking man, full gray beard, a little bit of sort of brown stains around like the mustache, and just under it, coffee-colored. Full, thick head of white graying hair. He kind of opens and goes, "Can I help you?"
Yes, we seek shelter from the storm. If you would allow us to stay for a night, we'd gladly compensate you for it.
Kind of looks out at everybody. Definitely seems very wary.
Reasonably.
What kind of compensation?
Money?
Hold effort.
Yeah, we'd happily pay you, a rate for a room for the night.
I don't have a room. Suppose you can stay here in the kitchen.
That's fine.
We have
We would just like to not freeze.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh. 16.
That's pretty good.
He kind of reluctantly opens the door. All right, and kind of shows all of you in.
Thank you. We have horses here as well. Is there an overhang? Perhaps we can keep them under.
Sure. I got. There's probably some room. Put them in with mine. You there? And he points to you, Leo. Come, give me a hand here.
Yeah, no problem.
Don't go any further into the house until I come back in, please.
No, of course not. We understand.
That's fine.
Rosalind is going to put a hand on Kieran's shoulder as we stand near the door.
And Kieran goes, "What? Let go of me! I wasn't gonna go anywhere."
I know. We're just hanging out right here by the door.
All right. He said we can go further in.
No, he said we can't go further in.
No, he said we can't go into any other rooms, but we can go further in.
Nope, we're gonna wait right here
There's
by
a
the
fire
door.
over there I want to go and sit down by.
I'm certain you do, and we will in good time.
Patience is a virtue, Kieran.
Crosses his arms and pouts. So as you are all standing here near the door, this does seem to be a kitchen area. There is a rough-hewn table centered in the center of it with 3 chairs around it. All of them look handmade, handcrafted rather, as most things in this world would be. There's also a smaller sort of square table over against the right side of the room, almost right where you walked in. There's a few things of sort of produce and meat on it, and beyond that you see sort of like a kitchen table with a small fire going under it. There's a kettle on top of that, and various cooking utensils, knives, forks, pans, stuff like that put up above it. Leaf, you notice above that sort of kitchen area, you see that same symbol that you saw when you made the offering at the lake. A wooden crook with a wreath of leaves encircling it.
There's anybody tied up, like in here, that's like being held captive. Now's the time to say so.
Yeah, sorry, you're right. I forgot. On the other side of that table, there is a body tied up and bound and gagged. He's looking at you expectant.
Is it a guy or a girl?
Nublex.
It's an ooblex. Meanwhile, outside, Leo, you and the old man take the horses sort of up to the where it is. He's kind of helping you hook them and whatnot, and he also brings a large tarp out. No, he doesn't, because there's nothing in your cart. You don't got to worry about covering that up. So, you and your friends are a pretty colorful bunch. What brings you this far north?
We're heading to base. I tile. I can't pronounce that.
I
shit.
say tile. I would have thought those are your people. You would have known how to pronounce that. You not from around here, I assume?
Nope. I'm kind of just escorting these little ones to Bayside Tile from Rexentrum. Been living in Rexentrum for about 5 years now.
Right, I see. And you can ask him any more questions if you want, but he stays quiet otherwise, and you're able to get the horses into the stable. It's a bit of a tight fit. He just has one in there, but it's, just big enough for the three of them, basically.
And I ask him, how much compensation would you want for tonight? Like, how much gold?
How much you offering?
I'm willing to give you 10 gold right now.
He nods. That'll do.
I hand him the 10 gold.
Yeah, he pockets it. Just, keep them in check. Stay in the one room. I can get you a few blankets, I suppose. I don't really normally have company out, so traveling up this far, hopefully you brought some bedrolls with you.
Oh, for sure. It's just we didn't expect the storm to hit so quickly.
You guys walk up to the back of the house, and he goes into a back door that leads into the same room where everybody else is, and everyone's still just kind of standing up near the front door. He goes, all right, I'll go see what I can find for you. You're, I guess, welcome to any food. There's some tea should be done here soon. I'll be right back. He kind of walks through the another door off to the left side of the room, shuts it behind him, and you guys are left to your own devices in this kitchen area.
Well, we won't freeze tonight.
I would like some tea.
I would like some tea.
Me too.
Good. Right? Kieran?
Yeah, sure, tea, sure. Am I allowed to walk further in now? Should I stay over here by the door where it's, to be quite honest, a little drafty?
You can go sit by the fire.
Don't make the
Keep your
fire.
sticky fingers to yourself.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm on my best behavior. And he goes and just sits down at the table. Lets out a loud sigh.
All right. Leo, would you like some tea? Leaf, do you drink tea? Do they hear me? Oh.
No.
I'm good on tea. If he has coffee, I'll have a coffee.
I'm not sure.
Make an
Do I see
investigation
any
check.
investigation check? Hey, I'm good at those. Actually, I'm not. I just have advantage. 11!
Yeah, easy enough. You kind of start to go through some of the cupboards, and you do find a small thing of beans, so coffee beans.
Okay.
You could make some coffee if you wanted to.
All right. It's your lucky day, Leo. Leaf, do you drink?
No.
But he
Leaf,
can.
Are you okay? Leaf, are you okay?
Yes, this one is fine. Why?
You sounded sad for a minute.
Can you feel emotion, Leaf?
This one lacks it lacks emotion feeling chips, so this one could not feel sad.
Feeling chips.
Oh, that's
Are you
actually
sure?
That's actually kind of sad when you think about it.
I
It
agree
would be
with
sad
Is
if I understood it.
Like potato chips?
kale
no,
chips?
like micro chips.
What are those?
Tiny chips. Well, in any
They
case,
are-
I will not give you any tea. I pass out cups to everybody.
Door opens a little bit later, and the man comes back through, throws 2 pillows onto the table and a few heavy blankets. That's about all that I can spare for the night. So hopefully,
It's plenty. I'm sorry, sir. We didn't get your name.
Cedric.
Cedric. Okay.
And
Well, my name is Roz, and this is Maeve. The automaton there is Leaf. The shorter one there is Kieran. That's Hermia, and that's Leo, who you went out back with.
all right. Well, pleasure, I suppose. I guess if there's anything you need, just go ahead and give a knock here, and I'll come. But otherwise, I'm gonna down for the night as well, so just stay out here if you don't mind. Don't mind doing you this
No worries.
kindness, but I do value my privacy.
Of course, we'll be gone at first light.
All right. Good night.
And Rosalind will go and just like kind of like set up the big heavy blankets and the pillows for a couple people to be able to lay down and sleep at.
Okay.
Bed rolls for anybody who wants it. It's gonna be a bit of a tight fit, so
All right, we all have to pretend we like each other for a night. I presume we can handle it.
I hope so. Anyone kickers?
You all do hear when he goes back through the door. You do hear it lock on the other side as well.
How many rooms are in this house?
At least 2. We'll say, yeah. There's at least 2. At least 2, as far as you know.
Or what a man like him doing all the way alone up here would do with his life. Seems almost peaceful in a way.
Yeah, whatever he probably just survives day to day. Can only imagine. Doesn't get attacked by owl bears, so that's a bonus.
Hopefully not.
Oh,
I'll warn you. Don't worry.
much appreciated. All right. So I'm not particularly tired yet. Anyone got any good stories?
What kind of stories?
Yeah, I'm
I don't
bored.
know, an
Someone
interesting
tell a
story.
story since we're not allowed to walk around or do anything.
Trying to think of a happy story.
It doesn't have to be a happy story. It can be an interesting story or a fun story or even a sad story.
I
Tell
have
me
an
a story.
idea. Rosalind, why don't you tell us a story about the world that you come from?
Yeah, all right. She thinks about it for a moment. Well, Robbie, I'm going to. No, she doesn't want to tell the story of her mom. That's not a happy story. That's not a story anyone needs to hear before they go to bed.
My mom used to live in a uterus.
Yeah, you see her like open her mouth to start speaking and then just grimace and go, no, not that one. I actually don't have a ton of. I have some happy stories from growing up. My uncle is a servant of the Raven Queen.
How's that one? There's no Raven Queen here, is there?
There is.
Oh, there is. Oh, sorry. Oh, interesting. We do have the Raven Queen.
Interesting. Is she a deity of death?
Is that a yes? I know she is in most D&D. I didn't know.
Make a history check, Maeve.
Okay. I only have a +1, so this might be more difficult. Nope, I rolled 6. I don't know anything.
Nope. Yep. She's a god of death.
Okay. My uncle Levix, he grew up he had a difficult childhood and grew up and he forged a pact with the Raven Queen. And after the conclusion of his adventures, he was in service to her, protecting and ferrying souls from the world of the living to the dead. And stands as one of the greatest sword fighters to ever draw breath in Vano.
Erin raises her hand.
Yes?
His hand.
Did you do a lot of training with a sword or anything else when you were growing up?
I did. My father taught me to use a shield, and my uncle, I just said, taught me to use my sword.
I guess I'm a little confused then. I guess it makes sense why you're so bad at telling stories if you didn't grow up learning how to do those, but you're also really bad at using a sword too, so I don't know, I'm just wondering why that is.
Wow, rude.
You're right.
Rosalind's like,
I'm sorry, I get a little ornery when I can't go and do things. I don't like being cooped up like this. Maybe we could just take a little peek into the other room?
No.
you know what? Fuck you, I'm done telling stories.
This one enjoys entertaining that idea. And is going to cast Enhance Ability on itself for advantage on dexterity checks.
You guys want us to get thrown out in the cold?
If you two get thrown out, I can't help you. Please, just this night. Stay inside and stay good.
This one shall stay inside, and is going to
Stay
wild shape
good.
into a tiny spider.
Okay, you all watch as suddenly Leaf just kind of shrinks into nothing. And those of you who have a passive perception of 12 or more notice this tiny little spider crawling across the floor.
With a weird leaf head.
Luster is probably gonna try to eat him.
Okay.
If this one could talk, this one would be afraid.
Leaf.
This one suddenly feels emotions.
I want Leaf and Luster to both make initiative rolls.
Also, I picture instead of having a leaf head, it's just a leaf head with sticks coming out for legs.
With the leg. Yeah, okay.
The head is the body.
Perfect.
Fucking Elden Ring monster right there.
All right. Leaf, I assume you run under the door. Yes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
As Luster leaps for the leaf spider to attempt to eat it, the spider just gets under the door as Luster just kind of like doomp into the door and then turns and looks back at you kind of sad.
My apologies. He's still...
Pause at the door.
Luster, come back. You're not a hunting wolf anymore. Come back.
Wait, what do you mean not a hunting wolf anymore?
She brings Luster over. Makes him sit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose this can be my story. So, Hallowed Elves, we raise wolves to help with our hunting. I don't think that's too strange and unusual, but we are long-lived, and so it is not exactly, wolves are not. So wolves are something that we raise that we say are special, but they are companions to help us hunt and defend us, for us. Well, when you turn a certain age, you get your first hunting wolf, your first experience hunting, and I, of course, had my time in picking a wolf pup, and there was this one that had a normal gray color, but his back fur had just this stripe of silver that you just couldn't look away from. But there was a problem. His back foot was twisted. He was going to be put to death because he would not be ever useful as a hunting wolf. I instead took him as my own. I couldn't really tell you why. I just felt something with him. Maybe the way he looked at me. And so I raised him. Not the same as other people my age raised their wolf pups. Most of them, their wolf pups were separate from their homes. They only went out when they were hunting. Luster stayed with me all the time. The first day that he was able to walk properly, run properly, despite his back twisted foot, was one of the happiest days of my life. But unfortunately, he, because of, I don't know, not healthy, he got very sick. And it was, I was told, only a matter of time before it would be his time to go. This is not an unusual part of raising wolves. As I said before, wolves don't live for very long. Usually they die in hunting accidents all the time, or they become very old, but Luster just seemed to have so much more to live. But when a wolf is their time, Usually we sit with them and someone who is the master of the wolves administers the serum to let them go peacefully back to the Moonbeater. I decided that, given he had been under my care this whole time, that I would do it myself. And I couldn't pick another wolf after that. My tribe used to call me Lone Wolf as a sort of ironic moniker. I would refuse to hunt with another wolf after that for a few years. Until, well, I got my calling from the Oracle, and I went on my mission, and I traveled at night, alone, in the woods, as you would always say is a terrible idea. And, in fact, I was one of those nights. I was all alone. There were several beasts that surprised me. I hadn't realized I walked right into a lair of a beast trap. I was surrounded. There was just no way I was going to get through them. Injured, on the ground, bleeding. And in that moment, something in the trees cleared for a moment, and I saw this beautiful full moon that night. And I heard a cry, and closer and closer was this magnificent midnight blue, sparkling, sheening drake that just slammed in the middle, roared, and used fire, made all the beasts run away. And when I looked into that creature's eyes, I knew he had lustrous eyes. Called the same name, he liked getting scratched in the exact same place under his chin. The Moonweaver brought luster back to me. And that is something that I will never be able to repay. He squeezes luster a little bit.
You had that story in your back pocket and let me make an ass of myself there?
Kieran goes, that was an amazing story. Thank you for sharing, Maeve. I think that you should be in charge of story time from now on.
Why are you being so rude?
What? That was a compliment to Maeve. She tells a really good story.
Hey,
Aaron.
for what it's worth, I kind of want to hear more about this Levix. And who's your father? Andrin?
My father was Andrin, yes.
Meanwhile, well, Roz tells really bad stories about her dad. Leaf. So you crawl under the door to the other side of the room. Kind of taking a look around. Kind of what you imagined it would be. This seems to be a sort of general living area of some type. There's a crackling, roaring fire on the northern side of the room. There is a table in between two large chairs and a couch. You see sprawling the length of the room a massive dire bear rug. You see another one of those emblems, the wooden crook with the leaves encircled around it, above the fireplace, and there's just all sorts of beautiful flowers and plants adorning it and coming down the side, sort of framing it. Make a perception check for me.
Oh gosh, I'm not sure if I'm good at those. 16.
16. Okay. So you do notice there is one other door to the left of the fireplace on the northern wall. And then you also notice, only because you're sort of flush with the ground here in spider form, but in the lower left-hand room opposite where this other door is, you see a raised sort of floor about 2 inches and a lock affixed to it as well.
Is Cedric in this room from what I can see?
You do not see him.
What was the goddess of the wreath and the crook?
I don't think you tried to recall.
Oh, I guess I never... Did I never hear from the kids what it was? What they were worshipping?
All they told you was that they were giving an offering to the lake spirit. And then you saw that, and I don't think you heard any words. I think you just saw that.
Okay. So there's the trapdoor on the floor and the other one other doorway.
Mm-hmm.
Going to skitter on and take a peek in the other room real quick.
Yep. So going underneath the door and looking into the other room. This one is much smaller, but you see a bed with a candle that is just barely flickering in and out next to it. You hear snoring coming from the bed, presumably Cedric. This seems to be his bedroom.
Okay, and I'll go skitter on over to the raised floor. Is there like a little crack I might be able to squeeze into?
There is not, and it is actually the sort of trap door seems to be made out of iron, and then there's a lock on it.
Better get help. I'm gonna return to the main room and find Kieran.
Okay, so you come back into the main room as a little spider in the middle of Roz telling the story about her dad.
Before I enter from underneath the door, I'm going to make perception to see if Luster is willing to.
No, you see Luster is sitting in Maeve's lap as she's scratching his head and his eyes are closed.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's comfortable now. She's not letting him go anywhere. She's told a very sad story.
Oh, good. All right, then I'm going to scurry up into on Kieran's shoulder.
Okay.
And anyone with a really high passive perception sees one little spider leg hold up to its head and try to telepathically.
I would say,
send...
does anyone have a passive perception above 15? 15 or higher?
Yeah.
I do.
I do.
All right, all of you see this little spider on Kieran's shoulder holding a hand up to its face.
Kieran, I think, is Leech trying to talk to you? Sorry, Roz.
No?
Uh-huh.
What do you say, Lee?
I am going to say Cedric is currently asleep, and there is a locked metal plate trapdoor on the floor. Should we engage in deception and see what's down there?
And you watch as Kieran just kind of like stretches and yawns. Well, I think that's enough for me tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and go over here into the corner and just lay down for a while and see if I
And
can catch 40 winks.
before Kieran gets up, I slap his shoulder where Leaf is, hopefully getting him.
Make an attack roll.
Oh, God.
What's your AC as a spider? Probably like 10. We'll say 10.
Well, I guess I'll look. Find a spider stat block.
Do I add my bonuses to that?
If you're just slapping it, it would just be a D20 plus your, we'll say dexterity, since you're not going for like a straight slap, you're going for like accuracy. D20 plus dexterity.
Okay, so that would be +5, so 15 total.
All right, so yeah, you go ahead and slap down on Kieran's shoulder, and he goes, "Ow! What did you do?" As Leaf boom, boom, and lands on the ground. What did you do
hold
that
on.
for?
How much damage did he do?
You're a spider. You have 1 HP.
That's true. I have 12 armor class, technically 13.
Okay,
That's
well,
He had a
he's
15.
rolled a 15, so he gets you.
I have any.
So what are you two planning to do once I go to
Nothing.
sleep?
I told you I was gonna go and lay down. He's locked the door and everything. Jeez, just leave us alone, old man.
Leaf,
Deception. This one was just hanging out on Kieran's shoulder.
Leaf, come on, guys. We really can't afford to get kicked out.
All right, yes, thank you, Mom. We know. And Kieran just goes.
Indeed.
And
Thank you, Mother Maeve.
A bedroll in the corner, pouting.
Could cast sleep on him.
I guess I could, but that's mean.
You just make me fall asleep first.
No.
Alright. I say let's go to bed then. The sooner we go to bed, the sooner we can wake up and leave.
I have a question though. My brother used to tell me stories about weird people that lived in like isolated houses in the middle of the woods, and 9 out of 10 times they were like either some crazy killer person or they were like some hag in disguise. I think we should sleep in shifts.
That's fine. We can take shifts. Yeah.
I don't know if I
That puts Kieran and Leaf together. No.
Offer. This one will go. Will take first watch along with Kieran.
No.
No.
Leo, you go with Leaf. I'll go with Kieran, Maeve, and Hermia.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Alright, great.
Okay. So, everyone else goes to sleep. Leaf and Leo, you have first watch.
Okay.
So,
a perception check, or just whatever.
Taking a look outside, it's still snowing pretty heavily. Even just like around the windows, you can already see it starting to sort of pile up on the windowsill. You can't see anything outside through both the darkness and the almost whiteout conditions that there is. So no perception check.
so Leaf, we haven't talked very much, have we?
This is correct.
Word to the wise, if you're going to do engaging deception, don't say that before you do it.
Saved. Will not notify others of engaging in deception before engaging in deception.
Now, what were you planning on doing?
The man known as Cedric has a metal trapdoor with a metal lock on the bottom of the floor. This one wanted to know what was down in the basement.
Do you have any spells that could keep Cedric asleep?
Negatory. This one could put Cedric to sleep permanently.
Well, that's not what we want to do, since the guy is kind of hospitable, but what were your plans to go forward to that metal trap, or the metal door with Kieran? Without waking him up.
Null set. No data found.
So you had no idea.
This one was going to inform Kieran and let Kieran take the lead and then follow up afterwards.
See, here's the problem. Kieran's a little kid. He hasn't had the experience of actual thievery. Like me.
Sudden idea. Do you wish to assist this one in going into the basement and engaging in deception?
Possibly. But I don't want to kill Sigrid, and we have no ability to keep him asleep. So, I'd have to pop the lock on 2 doors to be able to do that. And to do that quietly requires a lot of skill, which I have, but I'm not confident in.
Leaf is just going to place one hand on top of on Leo's chest and little faint green light like kind of fills inside of Leo, and I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on Leo's dexterity for Cat's Grace and say, there, now you are even better at doing the things that you enjoy doing.
Does that raise my dexterity score above 20?
You get
no, it gives
on
you
dexterity
advantage.
checks.
Well, that helps with that. Do you have an ability to make it that Sigrid can't hear? Because that's the biggest problem.
So long as you don't fuck up, yeah. Picking a lock doesn't make noise.
All right. Turn into your little spider again. Let's give this a try. Don't wake anybody up.
And now you have a
Leaf is
little,
going to turn into a little spider
on your shoulder.
On Leo's shoulder.
Ross is enjoying this so much. Go ahead and
this one is very excited.
Make a thieves tool check.
With advantage.
With advantage. So D20 plus your proficiency plus your dexterity.
Double.
So that's a 19 on the die.
Alright, so you head over to, it's more than enough. You head over to the first door, and easily enough, you put those in there, and just like one-handed with the two of them, just tink, click, unlocks. And opens.
And then I'm gonna roll a stealth.
Yep, go ahead.
So I can kind of slide my way across the floor.
Which is also dexterity, so that you can make that at advantage as well.
I just see Sarah inaudibly saying,
"Thank you for the
what?
Advantage," because the first roll was a 2,
my
the
favorite
second
was
was a 17.
When Leo said, "I can do this better," Callie was looking down and just immediately looked up straight at the camera like, "What?
What the fuck are you doing?"
Sorry, so what'd you roll?
God damn it.
I rolled a 17 plus 9.
Yep, easy enough. You sneak on over to the corner that Leaf told you, and sure enough, there is a large metal door with a large padlock on it. So go ahead and make a thieves tool check.
And that's another 15 plus 5 for my proficiency, plus 2 for my dexterity, so 22.
Okay, so you go ahead, and it takes you a little bit, not quite as quickly as the other one, but it's still with ease. You're able to pop this one as well and slowly take it off. You lift the door up with ease and kind of gently set it up against the wall so as not to make
I didn't
noise.
want to do that. I just wanted to lift it up enough for the spider to go in.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So you lift it up, and in goes Leaf. Leaf. Do spiders have dark vision?
They better.
yeah, they do. 30 feet.
Okay.
I was going to say, I have web sense. That's basically the same thing.
All right.
But yes,
so
30 feet dark.
you have before you what looks like a staircase that goes down about 5 feet. It's a wall, turns to the left. So you follow it down into what seems to be a cellar of some sort. And there's about 3 rows. It goes about the length of the room above you and Cedric's room. It does not seem to be underneath the kitchen room that you're in, but there seems to be shelves, 3 rows of shelves down here that have something on them. Can't quite tell what it is.
Okay. Climbing on the ceiling, Spider Leaf is just going to crawl towards the shelves and inspect and see what's down here.
Okay. You cannot tell. There's some sort of canister that's sitting on all of these shelves. About half the shelves are filled with these canisters. The rest is empty. You can't tell what it is.
Are the canisters like metal?
Mm-hmm.
Can I crawl on top of the shelf and try to like get a feel for how heavy it is?
Not as a spider.
Why can't I get on the shelf?
You can, but like as a spider, they're fucking heavy.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Is how heavy is it? Like heavy?
Yeah, you're a spider. It's fucking heavy.
Yeah, okay, that's what I wanted to figure out. I asked that. Is there a lid on the canisters?
There is.
I'm gonna use my super spider strength and try to lift the lid.
Not as a spider.
Are all the canisters the same looking?
They are.
Do they all smell? What do they have? Any kind of smell to them?
It's a little musty down here.
Is that all that's in this room? Is like a little tunnel to these 3 shelves with these 3 canisters on it?
Yep. There's probably about total. There's maybe like 15 canisters.
15. Can I look around this hallway and see if there's any kind of traps or bad things in the area leading up to these shelves?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Where's my sheet? Here's my sheet. Yeah. Oh. 15.
The hallway seems clear to you.
Okay. Spiderleaf is going to raise one paw to its head body and try to send Leo a message.
Mm-hmm.
Does that work? I'm trying. There it is. No.
It's within 100 feet, so.
Within. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna send Leo a message saying, the area appears clear. There are 15 canisters down here. They are heavy. Probably impossible to move.
I send back, we're not stealing anything. I just wanted to know what this guy's up to. Can you, on wild shape, look into the canisters and wild shape back and get your ass out of there so I can walk this back up and walk the door back up so he doesn't know we were in here?
Negatory.
Then get your ass out of there.
This one thinks you should come down here and inspect the canisters.
Oh, God.
They appear to be bolted to the shelves for unknown reasons.
You're gonna get us killed. Get your ass back up here, or I'm gonna lock you down there.
Gonna go back up to Leo.
Okay.
I
Comes out.
lift it and relock the door. Can I make another stealth check to get the fuck out of there?
No, you're fine. Easy enough to head back out. Shut the door.
Can I relock the door? Okay.
Relock it from the other side. Yep, you're fine. All right, and the
Leo, what do you think was inside those canisters?
I don't know, dead people parts, stuff. I just, as long as we're not a part of it, we're good.
the rest of your watch passes uneventfully. Who you wake up next?
I wake up Roz and whoever, well, Roz and Kieran.
All right, Roz and Kieran are woken up. So they can take their watch.
Oh, thank you, Leo. Leaf, I trust you had a good shift.
Leave.
What?
No deception. That shift was uneventful.
Roz looks very tired. Yeah, sure. Just, right.
All right, why do we have to stay up again? Aren't we safe in this cabin?
Well, some people think that maybe when you go stay in a cabin in the woods in the middle of the night, it's a good way to get yourselves killed, which admittedly might not be the worst theory.
So you're saying it's possible that Cedric fellow could actually be some sort of serial killer?
I mean, anything is possible.
So, by your own reasoning then, if anything is possible, it's also possible that down in that cellar he could be keeping someone captive, right? And you, as, you know, a goody two-shoe paladin and whatnot, would want to do everything in your power to make sure that, you know, no one is in danger and, like, save people who are in trouble like that. Yeah?
Kind of glances over at Kieran, and then she says, "Not too many people have shown you kindness before, have they, Kieran?"
Look, I'm just saying that there's no harm in taking a look.
No, there is harm. People have a right to their privacy.
But what if there is someone down there who needs help? We could be the ones to help them.
Yeah. And
Sure.
what if there's just perishables and water down there? You know, like people keep in cellars.
Well, then no harm, no foul.
Unless we get caught.
What's that, old man?
Why you don't get caught? And I pat him on the shoulder. No one's down there. And I go to sleep.
How does he know?
Leaf is gonna send a message holding his fingers to his temple to Kieran. There is 15 canisters of unknown liquid with incredible weight to them downstairs. What do you think is down there?
You watch as
Inside
Kieran
them.
slowly puts his fingers up to her head and kind of leans against the wall to, like, hide it and says, "Do you leave?"
Looking right at her.
Well, that doesn't
Right at
sound
him,
very
sorry.
fun. Alright, fine. We won't go and look for any captives or anything, but I'm just saying, you know, think about it next time. And as you
People who are kind to me, I try to give them the benefit of the doubt.
Alright, fair enough, fair enough. In about an hour into your watch, Roz, you hear a whisper.
From who?
Help! Help me!
Oh my god, you're like don't magic like this.
Rosalind kind of like sits up and looks around.
Camera is being...
Yeah, it sure is.
Oh man, we're in a
Oh,
high-tech world.
In your video, Ninja, do you have a button under your camera? I'm not kidding. That says Rainbow Puke Fix.
What?
Well, let me see. On the camera one?
Yeah, in the control.
No, I don't see anything like that.
Okay, never mind. It seems to have fixed itself. Okay.
Okay.
I have a button on mine that says Rainbow Puke Fix. Yeah.
Oh,
What happens if you click it?
It says force the remote sender to issue a keyframe to all scenes, fixing pixel smearing issues. Oh, so maybe I can just press it next time to try. We'll try to have
maybe,
this game.
okay.
All right. So, yeah, you look
That doesn't
around.
sound like rainbow puke at all.
You look around and you don't see anything, and the voice was kind of wispy and almost ghost like it didn't sound like somebody was here talking to you. It sounded like it was almost everywhere at once.
Rosalind kind of like glances up and just like looks around. Hello?
No, my rainbow puke button doesn't fix it. That's weird.
Probably just the internet being wonky as hell down here.
Oh, it bothers me so much.
Not to get sidetracked at all or anything, but for like the first hour of watching you guys on camera, I didn't realize that was a mirror behind you, and I thought there was people behind you.
Oh, yeah, no, it's a big mirror behind us.
Yeah, so you said you look around, you don't see anything. Would you say after that?
I just said hello.
What?
Did you hear something?
Like what?
I thought I heard a voice.
Are you fucking with me?
Oh, she gets to her feet and kind of like walks around the kind of the outer area.
Help me.
Rosalind will stop after a moment and kind of like glance down and be like, Light, are you trying to talk to me right now?
Free me. No response from Light.
Free you. She's gonna like glance over at Kieran and see if he's like casting anything.
Who's just like looking back at you confused right now. What's going on?
I keep hearing a voice. Wait.
What's it saying?
Free me?
His eyes kind of go wide a little bit.
It's not coming from downstairs.
All right, well, where's it coming from then?
I don't know. It's kind of like when Steris used to talk to me. It's kind of everywhere.
She talks to you in your head? Like this? Like talking to you in your mind?
Is it similar?
It's similar.
Yeah, it's kind of like this. Wait. And she's gonna reach out. Can I detect and see if the assassin's nearby?
You focus on the assassin and use that ability to see how close they are. And you don't pick anything up.
Okay.
Do you think we should go
Bad
down to the
idea.
basement?
No, they're not in the basement.
Well, what do we do then? This is weird.
Alright. Come on. I'm gonna peek outside.
No, it's cold out there.
Oh,
Plus,
so you're good with going to the basement but not outside?
It's dangerous outside, and plus all of our friends are here sleeping. Maybe you should go look outside, and I'll continue to keep watching here.
Fine, you coward.
All right, it's being smart. All right, it's efficient is what it is. We don't want Mr. Guy to come out here and murder all of our friends while we're outside playing in the snow. Now, do we?
Oh my god. She just like looks at him like, I can't believe I'm dealing with this, and she'll kind of like hoist the door open and try and take a step outside.
Front door, back door.
Can I get a sense that one of them, that the voice is calling from a direction?
Nope.
Back door.
Okay. Step out the back door, close it. The snow seems to have actually died down. There's maybe about 4 or 5 inches on the ground here. Wind is still kind of, blowing against you and pretty bitter, but otherwise, it's a little bit easier to see out here. So you begin to kind of move through and trudge through the snow crunching underneath your boots. Further. Further. Follow.
Rosalind is going to get her shield out and kind of have it up as she moves further.
All right, you keep kind of walking out slowly back through, sort of more into the forest here. You hear some sounds of like the horses stomping against the ground and just kind of, generally making a little bit of sound in there. So it seems that they're alive, there, fine. Back further, save me. Help. Help.
The voice getting more clear.
It is.
Okay. Rosalind will kind of call out, where are you?
In the cave. Help me.
Is there a cave out here?
Not that you can see just yet. You continue further
All right.
on.
Yeah.
Okay. As you do, back inside, Kieran's kind of sitting there, waiting. Roz, have you found anything yet?
Does she hear that?
You hear that, yeah.
Okay. No, not yet. That's
Should
getting
I-
closer, though.
Should I wake somebody up?
Yeah, there's definitely someone out here who needs help.
All right. And Maeve, you wake up to Kieran shaking you.
Yeah.
Maeve.
Did I watch it now?
No, Rosalind went out into the dark in the snow by herself because something's talking to her in her head.
Excuse me?
Well, I told her that I should have went with her, but she's like, no, you stay here and watch everybody else. So I thought that I should wake you up now just in case something happens.
I see. She's gonna rub some sleep out of her eyes and go, Kieran, You didn't make up a voice in her head so she could leave, did you?
No, if I was gonna make up a voice in her head, I would have told her to go downstairs and free me.
Uh-huh. Why don't you wake up Hermia so that she can stay with you in here?
All right, and so Kieran actually just goes around and starts to wake up everybody else.
Okay.
Roz,
I will go out after Roz.
Okay. Roz, you continue on for another 50 feet, and then you can see ahead of you what seems to be a large sort of outcropping a little further off when the trees start to get a little bit denser.
Like outcropping over a lip of a cave?
Could be, yeah.
Okay. Rosalind is going to approach it and kind of like bang her sword on the wall of the cave.
And as you get close enough to do that, you notice that there is a iron gate that is sealing off this cave.
I kind of stops at that and like quirks an eyebrow.
Help.
I follow Maeve out.
Well, that's
Wait,
not right.
Hermia would like to mention that one of the other stories her brother told her about was these spirits that lure you outside in the middle of the night and get you horribly lost so they could, like, capture your soul.
Well, where the fuck was that story last night before we went to bed?
Okay, I already told you the serial killer story. I mean, how many stories do you want?
Hermia, did you send that to Roz? Because otherwise, only the people inside, which is Kieran and Leaf, heard that.
I would have sent it to, Maeve.
Okay, so Maeve, you heard that.
Oh, great. All right, I try it. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, so Maeve and Leo, as you hear that in your head, you kind of pick up the pace a little bit, and you see Rosalind now standing outside this cave with this iron grate in front of it with her sword out.
Roz.
Oh, scared the hell out of me.
Sorry, please be careful. We were just told by Hermia that apparently there are spirits that lead people outside to their death, so...
You think she would have mentioned that last night?
You think she would have, but it seems fortuitous timing is not for all of us. Now, what is this about a voice in your head?
There's been a voice telling me that it needs help. It sounds weirdly like Ceres used to.
See?
And it's coming from behind this, but usually things don't get gated into caves because they're good and friendly.
Maybe
Usually
you
not.
hear in your head, deeper into the cave. Help, free me.
This is like a horror story.
Maeve is gonna rub her head. Damn. Does it say to go in the cave and free it?
Yes.
Well, I just heard it too.
Okay, so great. I'm not crazy. At least there's that.
Leo, did you hear anything?
Nope, you two are crazy, but
Great.
I look at the door. Is there a
You
lock
just
on
can't
it?
hear, old man.
There is.
I walk over.
I got a wild idea. What if we just leave the gate alone and go away?
I mean, I don't need you guys being crazy for the rest of this journey, so let's figure out what's behind this door.
You hear
Or
Leo.
it makes it worse!
You hear Leo. Free me. Save me.
Oh, God.
Aha!
You hear it. It seems the closer we get, the louder the voice is. For whatever reason, you were more sensitive to it. Perhaps your part.
The other option is we can go back and wake up the man and ask him what the fuck's going on.
Go play what the fuck is up with that with an NPC.
We could indeed do that.
All right, listen.
Yeah, does anybody tell us what's happening?
Nope, not yet anyway.
All right.
Oh man,
Here's the
I really wonder
plan.
what's in those jugs.
All right, Leo, open the gate.
Oh
You,
my god, you guys
Bow and
are
arrow
terrible.
me, sword, shield, ready to go.
Do we not want our full people here, perhaps?
Oh yeah, we can call them through our mind.
Oh yeah, I guess we could.
I guess we should. All right. All right. Kieran, Hermia, Leaf. About 100 steps out that back door, there's a cave. That's where we all are, and we're getting ready to do something somewhat risky. So come help.
Oh, you guys are idiotic.
Hey,
I
you
don't
haven't
really-
heard the voice.
Okay,
Right.
but yeah, I've heard stories about a voice. Hermia's like already out the door, like.
So
Okay.
as the
Well,
rest
we're
of you
not lost. We know where we are.
as the rest of you come out and start heading back there, you begin to hear this wispy voice in your head. Free me. Save me.
Hermia is just
Help.
like, I already have one voice in my head. I know how this story goes. I know the rules.
It's all of your
And
voices.
so do I.
What?
All right, Leo,
You
open
guys
it up.
have never heard the story about spirits that try to trick you into freeing them?
I mean,
Sounds like a demon.
it does sound like a demon. I mean, also, to be fair, trapped spirits that aren't evil also want to be freed. My mom was one of those. Also, she was a demon.
Oh.
I guess kind of pertinent information.
Are there any like symbols or like seals on this gate? Like arcane symbols?
Not that you can see.
Is it hard to see anything? Like, is it dark?
It is dark, but if you have dark vision, you can see decently well enough. But you can't see anything down the way. Make a perception check though, being sort of right here at the gate.
You got it. 12.
Yeah, so 12. Yeah, so you kind of try to peer down there and kind of, take a moment to listen, and a cold breeze kind of blows through you and down in there, but you can't really make anything else out.
Cold breeze, but that's about it. I have the light spell too if I need to cast that for anybody.
That would be a good plan. All right, Leo, open it up. Let's go see what we got.
Okay, I go and finagle the lock with a 15 plus 5 plus 2.
Okay, so takes you a second. This is definitely, of the 3 locks you've picked tonight, this is definitely one of the more advanced ones. But after a minute, click, take it off, and the grate opens up. Come further, save me, you all hear in your head.
Yeah, this is not ominous at all.
No, it's a come further, save me.
And
It's super ominous. All right, can you cast
why
light?
don't we jump on over to a map here?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast light.
Okay. You cast the light down into the tunnel. Light, not dancing light, right?
Light. So I would put it like on an object.
Okay.
So I'll put it on my head.
Okay, so Maeve's head is now glowing. Actually, let me look here really quick. I'll put a quick. Is this a low light or a bright light? Oh, never mind. Sorry. How far does it shine?
Oh, sorry, I wasn't. Sorry, you couldn't hear me at all. It's bright light for 20-foot radius, and then dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Okay. Which put bright light. Not sure if that's working or not. Because
oh wait, there we are.
Lighting. How far can you see, Maeve? This is where everybody is. Just to there?
We can see to right there.
Okay, so it's not working. Dumb. Okay, as you are looking down into this tunnel here, as the bright light sheds down into the tunnel, beginning to illuminate it, you see, just for a split second, something skitter off further into the tunnel.
There was something that was skittering off.
Yeah, I saw.
I'm not a fan of that.
You guys wanted to come down here.
Probably a big bug, some kind.
Probably a big bug of
Whoops.
Soul-eating bug.
I just
A
fucked it up.
soul-eating bug. Okay. All right.
You never heard of those?
Yeah. Do they have soul-eating bugs in the? You know what? Tell me later.
In the Feywild,
Yeah.
they do.
Ah, shit.
And
Oh.
I see
Oh, this looks
everything. There's a
horrible.
monster
Look at everything.
there.
God damn it. Don't look!
Nope.
Oh,
Like,
we're not supposed to look?
There was like 2 big monsters and a bunch of little baby spiders.
All right, that's it. Making the monsters bigger, adding more spiders.
Adding more attacks?
Oh God.
It's fine. We're not going to get to this engagement until like a week later, so everybody's going to forget.
All right, so
All right.
what do you do?
Can I actually cast the dancing light cantrip and kind of like shoot out like the balls of light like as far as I can go, like still up to 120 feet, like just light up like up to that point.
You just want to. You can send them up to how far?
Like a string of lights. Like a string of lights.
Right,
They can
how
go
far
up
can
to
you send them?
120 feet. 120 feet.
Okay. So if you want to be able to get a little bit more room further than what Maeve can currently see. Yeah, so you go ahead and throw them down there until they hit a wall. And that's as far down as you can currently see.
One size. All right. Everyone stay close behind. We move together. We move tightly. And you all remember the signal. And she'll start trudging on inward with her shield up.
Okay.
Before I walk in, can I take the lock off the door so someone can't just like turn around and lock the door on us?
Sure. You're just going to keep it with you?
Yep.
Okay. So everyone begins to walk in. What is your marching order? We have Roz in the front. Go ahead and line yourself up in the way that you're following behind her.
I'll go next.
I'll be behind Maeve.
All right, and Kieran doesn't want to be in the back. So we're going to assume, how close are you staying to her, Maeve? Are you giving her some distance in front of you, or are you all staying single file?
What do you want me to do?
Up to you.
I only want to give her a little distance so that I can actually use my bow.
All right, so give me a 5-foot range then.
All right. So that everybody's not needing to constantly be moving their tokens around, we will assume that you are in this order 5 feet behind Roz as Roz slowly moves through.
Sounds good.
All right. So, Roz, are you trying to be stealthy?
In my big flunking armor.
Yeah.
Here.
I mean, she is moving slowly and kind of like quietly moving forward. So yeah, she'll try to be stealthy.
This one will assist, and
All right, so
I'm gonna cast Pass Without a Trace on everybody.
Okay. Everybody give me a group stealth check. You get to add +10 to whatever your result is.
Number 17 for me. Yeah, everyone has
28.
What's 26 plus 9?
A lot.
6 plus 9 is
35.
25. Or 35, yeah.
All right, so with Pass Without a Trace, as far as group check goes, you guys pretty much succeed. So Rosalind, begin to move through wherever you'd like to go, and I will show you stuff as it becomes available.
All right.
And I will assume Hermia that year. I mean, Maeve obviously has light on her face, but that you're also manipulating your light to help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Which
she's
way do
just
you
gonna
want to
start
go?
moving forward
Like I'll
until she
have
gets to
one
here.
light there and one light there, like for like the fork in the road.
Yeah, once she gets to here, she'll kind of look at the fork and try and see down each way.
All right, so there seems to be a path that way. Seems to be one over here as well, and you also notice. Make a perception check for me.
Four.
Okay. And you notice another path up here as well. So 1, 2, 3.
Boy's still
Oh,
tall.
so If there's like another one, I have 4 up, so can I move the other one over here?
Yeah, so they can see, or she can see that there's a path up there.
Yeah.
All right. Do I hear the voice calling still?
The voice still occasionally to all of you just keeps kind of repeating in its head. Follow, come, further, save me.
Good boy.
Closer?
Well, you're all following me, I presume. All right. She's gonna go left.
Which way?
Down this way.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
All right. As you begin to walk into this room, and everyone can kind of move up to be like sort of 5 feet behind her.
Why can't you just move us?
Why does it matter?
It's hard to keep track of how we're supposed to be grouped.
Just follow behind. All right. As you step into this area, Rosalind. Wow, it sucks. You hear something clamoring up on top of the wall, and you're able to look up and jump out of the way just in time as this giant spider shoots this big gob of web down at your feet. Everybody roll initiative.
Oh shit! Get your weapons out.
Do you shout that?
Yeah.
You got it. Battle time! Alright, spider. Oh, that's not too bad.
I'm 17 like Rosalind.
Okay. So, Maeve, what did you get?
11.
11 for Maeve. You said you got 17, Leo?
Yep, 12 plus 5.
Hermia, what did you get?
11.
Kieran got 7, and Leaf?
A 14. I'm in the
Yep,
initiative.
you're already on there. Perfect. Search D&D Beyond. Oh, come on. You literally just popped up for me. Search that. There it is. All right, top of the order. Oh, it's Giant Spider. Excellent.
Ah!
So skittering up on top of the thing here. Let's see if it recharges. It does not. So it drops down onto the ground and skitters up to you, Roz. This massive-looking spider, and goes to bite at you, but you're easily able to deflect it off with your shield. There's also, you see another tunnel over here to this side.
Rod just bats it away to the side, like, ew, gross.
Super gross. As...
So gross.
Where's... Another one drops down behind you.
Oh.
20 to hit.
Yes, that hits right now.
That is going to be 7 piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, so I'm gonna take my 7 piercing and Constitution. Oops, I don't. Why is that throwing so many dice? What the fuck? Okay, it threw 3 dice for some reason.
That's weird.
All right, I'm just gonna roll again here and see what happens.
Well, 12 makes it.
Oh.
Okay, fair enough.
So you take 4 poison damage.
4 poison.
And another one comes out and shoots web down at you as well, but you were able to dodge that one.
I'm like,
And Hermia, as you hear, get your weapons out and you're preparing, you feel something wet and just sort of heavy hit you in your back, and you watch as this webbing just begins to ooze over your shoulders and down the front of you. And you are now restrained, and you have to take an action to break free of the webbing.
Okay. I didn't even roll or anything?
Nope, it rolled to hit you. Leo.
Uh-oh.
It misses.
Leo.
So Leo, top of the round, it's your turn.
All right, everyone, start backing out of the cave and funnel them through.
And as you turn to do so, you see that Hermia is basically like cocooned up in this webbing.
Fuck.
To be fair, I didn't want to come in here. I warned you. You guys wanted to die tonight, I guess.
I'll pull out my bow and take aim at the one that shot Hermia.
Okay.
$12 plus 7.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
And 6 plus 5, so 11 damage.
Okay, your arrow hits true, sinking into this thing's body as it lets out a shrill screech.
And... fuck. Can I use my bonus action to assist Hermia, or would that take an action?
Sure, if you want to try to assist her, I'll say she gets advantage if she wants to try and break out of this.
Yeah.
All right. Rosalind, your turn. You can still move around too if you want. Well, no, if you're assisting, you have to stay where you are.
Yeah.
So your turn, Rosalind.
alrighty. Rosalind is going to look at the giant spider that is bit her and stab it.
Stab that thing.
$23.
That hits.
Alright. 4 damage. Awesome.
All right. So
Wildemount Smite.
slice one of its legs off and then focus on that energy, that whatever this was that's been powering you over these past few days. You try to actually focus in on it, and much to your surprise, despite trying to do it, the column of divine energy appears again and smites down on it. Not as effective as you would like, but it's working.
Is it dead or is it still alive?
It is still alive.
All right, I'm gonna have reaction and have Luster hit it.
All right, go ahead. How much damage?
I'm also going to bonus action to pop a health potion.
You got it. All
4.
right, 4 damage from Luster. And if that is the end of your turn, Rosalind, Leaf, you are up.
Okay. Would you have said that I had a short rest between now and the time I snuck into the basement?
Ooh, no, I don't think you did. This is just at the beginning of their rest, so no wild shapes,
Okay.
I'm afraid.
Okay. All right. Okay. Leaf is going to move 15 feet to right there, and these spiders they're on the ground, right?
They're on the ceiling.
They're on the ceiling.
The 2 on the ground are the 2 that are flanking Roz. All the other ones are on the ceiling currently.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna throw. Leaf is just going to. Its hand is gonna turn into like a little cannon, and you see this like little blue aura emit from it, and he's going to shoot an ice knife at this giant spider up top.
Okay.
Wow! So many dice. Alright, so it's an 11 to hit, which I'm sure fails.
It does unfortunately miss, yep.
Okay, but then the 2 up there have to make a 14 dexterity save.
As it explodes, sending ice shards all over the place. One of them makes it, the other does not.
Alright, so I believe it's half damage. Nope. One takes 6, the other takes 0.
Alright. So some of the splinters of ice lodge into the one that Leo had hit, but the other one seems unfazed.
And I'm just gonna kind of move right there and end my turn.
Alright, Hermia. It's going to take an action, a strength check to break free, but you get advantage if you want to use it. You can also just stay here and... Actually, hold on.
Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I got a 14 plus 2 on the first one.
Alright, so yeah, you're able to, using, with the help from Leo and sort of grabbing a hold of your sword, you're able to slice your way out of the web. You are no longer restrained. You still have movement and a bonus action.
What are we doing?
I'd say back out so we can funnel the spiders through the hallway.
Okay.
Oh, whoops.
Then I'll back up. I think that's 30.
You want to
I'm
go
done.
as far back as you can, or just right there?
Right there.
Alright. Maeve, it is your turn.
Alright, so, Maeve is actually going to move a little bit back, and she's going to target this spider.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Slow go. Does 16 hit?
16 sure does. Go ahead and roll your
Thank
damage.
God. Gonna do 6 piercing damage.
Got it.
Is it still alive?
It is.
Okay. What other to waste my favorite foe on it, so I'm gonna wait. I will use my bonus action to have Luster go forward and do his attack.
Bite it, Luster.
Gonna bite him. 17!
17 hits.
Thank God. And then, sorry, give me a second. Nope, shit. Ignore that roll, sorry.
17 religion damage!
Sorry, on the tablet, it's a little bit funky how it works. So
All
I'm
good,
trying
all
to,
good.
there we go. Alright, 6 damage. It's bite attack on it. Same creature.
Yep, alright. And as Luster jumps up and sinks its claws and teeth into this thing's head, pulls a chunk of it off, and it kind of rears back, throwing Luster away, and then falls over and begins to curl up onto itself.
Good Luster. Good Luster. That's my turn.
Alright. Coming around to Kieran's turn. She's going to throw a card at the spider that Leaf and Leo have been attacking. And hits it. For 10. Plus... What is that? Notes. Oh, alright. And this time as her card sinks into it, she deletes it from the battlefield. As it falls to the ground, it begins to curl up as well.
Hooray!
On to the spider's turn. Let's see. No web back. No web back. This one's going to skitter out and drop down the other side of you so that they have, that they're flanking you, Roslyn. Shit. Nope. Both of them miss. With your shield out and your sword to one side, you're able to parry off both of their attacks. The other one comes and drops down, cutting off everybody else, and is going to bite Kieran. and is going to miss. Leo, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna come down and assist Rosalind down here and attack this one with my knives. 15 plus 7.
Hits.
And that will be a d4, which is 4 plus 5, so 9 damage.
Yep.
Do I get sneak attack for this?
You do, because Rosalind's adjacent to it.
So 4 and 6, so additional 10 damage.
Okay, good hits, good hits. Yeah, you
And-
slice into it, carving out a nice big chunk right down its neck and into sort of the body area as this green goo just starts to pour out of it.
And then I'm going to use my bonus action to do my offhand attack also.
Go ahead.
This
Remind-
creature isn't dead by the time he's done. I'll have Bluster add damage.
Okay.
Dope. Offhand doesn't have my proficiency, or it's just my proficiency bonus, right? Not dexterity.
You still get that for the hit. You just don't get to add dexterity to the offhand attack, unless
To the offhand damage.
to the offhand damage.
Okay, so it's just a normal roll.
Yeah, you need like dual wield or something like that. Or two-weapon fighting, I think.
15 plus
Fighting
7.
style.
How much? Sorry.
15 plus 7.
Oh, yep, that hits.
And then it's just a d4.
Yeah, so Luster's gonna need to help if you want to finish it. Maeve.
Which is 4 damage.
All right, and with Luster's help, still cold element, is that right?
Lightning, I thought. Oh, no, never mind.
No, I changed it to cold.
All right, and so as you sink your dagger into it the second time, you watch as ice begins to spread from it around this thing's head, and as you pull it out, it falls down and starts to crumple and curl in on itself.
I'm
Rosalind?
very excited that he helped.
Rosalind is going to shift around to get flanking on it.
You get +2 to your attack.
All right, and she'll attack. Well,
Now, unfortunately, as you go to hit it, even with Luster on the other side trying to distract it, your one of the arms kind of comes up and parries your blow off to the side.
over me.
All right, Leaf.
All right, so what's this giant spider doing between everyone? Is it
It's currently
Trying to-
focused on Kieran.
Kieran? Oh. Leaf is going to Yeah. Leaf is going to move up to here and then use Thorn Whip on the giant spider and the big group of people.
Uh-huh. Go ahead and roll to hit.
Yep. Rolling.
Rolling. Just keep
14?
rolling. Exactly what you needed.
Oh, good. 1 point of damage. And I
Pull it
drag it 10 feet closer.
All right, you wrap the thorn whip around it and yank it back towards you.
So Leaf's arms just kind of like melt into these like thorny whips, and it just venom grab it and pull it towards me.
All right, Hermia, your turn.
Uh,
You hear in your head, "Do not let the robots take all the glory of battle."
okay.
Eldritch Blast.
Oh, sorry, I'm falling asleep. I'll fucking Eldritch Blast that one.
Eldritch Blast it. It's not what I meant!
I'm
poor
sorry,
soul.
I'm tired!
That poor sword.
At 15 plus 7.
That hits. Go ahead and roll your damage. trying
That's
to-
7.
Teach you how to be a badass. Alright, you deal 7 damage to it. Maeve.
Alright, so gonna take a longbow to the one over here. Oops, sorry, not the right side. The one that's being in flank. Do I get bonuses of flank or no?
You
I don't
do,
remember.
because they're flanking it, you still get a +2 to your attack as well.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Alright, gonna do that longbow hit. Did it roll?
24.
That hits. Yep,
Oh,
go ahead and
shit.
roll damage.
That does it. Hopefully it was a crit. Alright. Damage is 6. So I'm then going to use my bonus action to have a luster attack.
Go for it.
Get him, Luster.
Get him, boy.
Fuck 'em up.
24.
Alright, 24 for luster, so he's
Yep.
feeling pretty good about himself.
Such a good boy.
Sorry, the menus hide everything. Okay,
All good.
and the damage.
Alright.
7 damage.
Alright, the arrow sinks in and Luster bites into this thing's hind quarters. End of your turn?
End of my turn.
Alright. Rosalind. You hear the
What?
voice get louder within your head. Free.
Oh.
Help. Save me.
Hey, how about you do something, lady?
And it seems like it's a lot stronger, a lot louder. Like there's actually a source this time. And you hear a thumping sound. And as you turn and look back around behind you, you notice this pit that before you might have just thought that it was the ground. But now is it sand or it's some sort of other material that seems to be moving and shifting. And you watch as this thing begins to emerge from it. It looks flesh and sand colored, almost shaped like a bit of a leaf, but as it comes further out, there's more of a tentacle form to the end of it, and these long sort of fleshy feelers begin to move out of it, and you watch as this large beast, some kind, you don't recognize it, begins to burrow up out of the ground and begins to move towards you, the sound in your head. Save me. Louder and louder.
Rosalind's eyes just like open up a bit more, and she goes, well, as Aunt Des would say, fuck me.
That's where we're going to go ahead and end tonight's session.